me that shit, nigga. Oh, you not gonna give me my... Oh, you ain't never getting the ball from me, nigga. You ain't never getting that bitch from me. Never.
Come on, shorty, a little dirty butt ass. Bitch, you should have got your assist.
I did not get my assist for that, dumb. I've been had 12 assists, nigga. No, I did not.
You had
I caught 12 when I gave it to the nigga in the corner when you said, why did I give it to you?
You caught 12.
Oh, my bad.
Y'all niggas still arguing, yo.
Yeah, I got, what did you do on the court?
I got double 17 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists. What you talking about, nigga?
Yo, y'all niggas is arguing for what, yo?
Nigga, I had a block. What you talking about? I ain't nothing.
I had a block, too. What you talking about?
We're the only two niggas that had blocks on the whole fucking team. What you talking about?
But y'all talking shit to each other wild.
Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
Yeah, you on 87% right now, nigga. I'm already
there.
there.
Right now, I'm on 99%. Never too far, nigga.
Damn, you'll beat that nigga ass 48-0. Damn.
I'm trying to think what bad to come on. Playmaking.
Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
36 power.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on second down. Wilson. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, it's Freeman. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
But I don't know how to do it. I think that I want my
10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Well, when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
I'm going to take a nigga off my gun, bitch.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Wow.
Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Wilson throwing again. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Yeah.
No.
Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here.
You know, they ain't gonna have that many copies inside the store.
I ain't tripping on that. I can do that. I'd rather get a digital copy instead of the motherfucking regular one. I'd rather have a digital copy. I can buy the digital copy right now and get 10% off.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it.
And I think I'm going to buy my Madden this year, because every time I get mad from you, I got to work hard as a bitch on Mutt.
And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big time play right there.
But I ain't trying to buy, I'm not buying that $100.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
I buy that $100 version because I play Mutt spot.
But it ain't like niggas really play Mutt. Like, we might play Mutt for like a few months.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
I don't give a fuck what none of y'all niggas doing. I'm playing Mutt. Y'all niggas
out of the gun, they give it to Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
You're gonna push me out?
51, Mike 51.
Throwing is Wilson. Flush to his right. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Eluding that, it's a Seahawks touchdown. Many would call that a gut gutsy decision here early on to go for it, 4th and goal. There was no hesitation. Field goal unit never sniffed the field.
It was a message, and the message was, I trust you on offense. Go out and make this happen. Go ahead and pick it up. You know what else he said? I trust my defense as well. If they don't get it, I know you're going to hold them. So it's a message to your entire team that you believe in them.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Now the first carry for Ronald Jones. And he's not going anywhere to start the night. They stop him at the line of scrimmage. Derek Wolfe there on the tackle. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know as defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter.
Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it, and they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. To throw is Wilson. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped out, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. They go play action now. Wilson sliding out of the pocket. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 1st down, Seattle, 16 yards, the gain there.
I'm challenging that. Bring that back.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet in bounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 in bounds in the NFL.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. But hold everything here. They might have hit the kicker. And if they did, that'll be a 1st down. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they like to let them stand.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. On 2nd down, it's Jones. That's a room to run now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend, show that he's right.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
Brady's throw there complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Brady. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter games turn into bigger runs later.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got Miller. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Brady rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's 1st down. This is Jones. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down, it's Hubbard. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Brady. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football before he knew he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack. It looked good when it left his foot, but he kind of sliced it a little bit, and he winds up missing it wide right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now Wilson on first down. They'll let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's what he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out and ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure on the passes.
They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL. They go play action with Wilson. They'll buy some time right. This is caught. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Bring up, bring up, bring up, bring up. 14, 14.
Here's Wilson, rolling to his left. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. 2 incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Come on, Bogo.
Tempo, tempo.
Spins away. Given 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with fourth down now looming.
It went for broke on third down, and it would have really lit up the sideline if that one had worked. What do they do now on fourth down?
Myers' kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. One play has them up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. throwing now is Brady. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans.
Trinity.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Brady. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On the counter, here's Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Well, it looks like they caught him off guard on 2nd and very long by running the football. All right, we always talk about tendency breakers and counters and doing things opposite the grain, and that worked very well for him. Picked up really nice yardage. They still have a lot of work to do on 3rd down.
Airing this one out for Evans. This is caught, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now a throw here to his running back. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Wait, that. Wait, 20. I got you. Man left.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run. Sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Jones. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And
now Jones is hit. He lost the football. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 2nd and 12, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. To throw is Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Hubbard. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Brady. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. As his guys are in for 6. As his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, the lost sleep that the defensive coordinator had all week preparing for this game, a good portion of it was trying to prepare for him because he's absolutely a phenomenal player.
And a lot of times around the goal line, they know it's going to him. It's just so hard to stop.
And that's where it really becoons difficult because you're exactly right. They know it's going to him, yet they still can't stop it. That tells you when you're a dominant player.
No, we keep making that shit, bro.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them.
And nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett, his 2nd sack of the night.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Shaquille Barrett in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. The punt team on now is from their end zone. They get it away. That's pulled in at the 32. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
This nigga hesitated, bro.
From midfield, here's Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Here's Brady to throw. Jones has it. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a give, right side. Hubbard looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And this one is right down the middle. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now this throw caught left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. He finds Dorsett. It's complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. On 2nd down, Freeman. And they're able to get this one past the 30, down to the 25. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go double count right here, double count.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Freeman a first down and more. And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Forced out, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. Russell Wilson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Brady. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition in practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. And they just keep marching right along. 1st down on a pickup of 8 there. Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Brady now to throw. He's got the hook up to Miller. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer 1st down.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
On 1st down, it's Hubbard. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. But we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game, because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
14,
and now a 10th carry for Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the Bucs with an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down.
Check on 14. One left.
Throwing now is Wilson. Out to his left. And able to find Dorsett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Dorsett making the catch. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Did he just clock that? Looked like he tried to stop the clock, but the clock wasn't even moving. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Right there. 95.
Watch the glass. Watch the glass. Deuce.
Wilson to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Throwing on second down. Wilson, he'll find Metcalf. And they're able to get this way down there inside the Tampa 20. A huge play there in overtime. 58 yards. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Offensively, back-to-back really nice plays. This defense had got 2 timeouts, maybe should burn one.
Yeah, when you get back-to-back explosive plays, to me, anything over 10 yards, I don't care if it's a run or a pass, I count it as an explosive play. That sets your defense back on its heels. A timeout.
And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column.